Takahara Hairi has a dream. Island filled with cute anime girls, all desperate for his love. Kind of like The Bachelor or Twilight. Except, unlike Twilight, none of them are wolves or vampires, with the possible exception of Shiroha, because why else would she be pale and vaguely sparkly? Okay, for real though. I know I just made it sound like really cringe, but I just finished playing this hit new visual novel and I liked it a lot and wanted to discuss, so let's dive in. The premise is you come to this remote island to spend your summer break. You're there to stay with your aunt and cousin and help clean up your grandma's belongings in her closet, but that ends up not really mattering at all. You're on this island to find yourself. And of course, by find yourself, I mean find yourself a girlfriend. There's 4 different main routes to choose from: Shiroha, Kamome, Ao, and Tsumugi. Kamome is on a quest to find a lost pirate ship on the island that she found long ago with her friends, and wants to relive those good memories. She also probably sells drugs out of the suitcase that she won't tell anyone what's inside. It's a nice story about the impact memories of the past can have, and wanting to relive the past, which is a theme that continues throughout the rest of the game. It has some surprise twists along the way too, which keep it interesting. Kamome herself was also a great character. She was witty and could be pretty funny, but not so funny that she just came across as being dumb like some others I'll talk about later. Next is Ao. She gathers the butterflies for the harvest. I will provide no further explanation. Shiroha is clearly the main girl, and she starts off quiet and not wanting to talk to you, and drops the daddy of all curse words on you.
Doskoi.
So yeah, at first I was thinking, man, forget this girl. But as you get to know her, you discover she has some dark secrets, and an interesting story that ties into the main plot later, where you uncover the mysteries of what's really going on the island. Then Tsumugi is the strangest one. Let me talk about that one for a minute. So you're trying to romance Tsumugi, right? But her BFF Shizuku is also there, just as like a third wheel the whole time. Kind of like Jacob from Twilight. And it's a little bit strange. They're also a lot sillier than the other girls, especially Shizuku, who literally spends the whole time talking about boobies. And I mean the entire time. How big her boobies are, how her friend Tsumugi needs to grow her boobies. Like, this is pretty much the gayest thing I've ever seen, to be honest with you. 2 girls just discussing their boobie sizes all day, straight up like fondling each other basically. Nothing sus about this, guys, come on. I mean, now that I think about it, this whole game is kinda sus, honestly. Like, why am I out here underwater wrestling with this old grandpa to decide whether I can take his woman? Anyway, back to Tsumugi. Even though her route was the least serious, they did just bring this energy that I loved. They were here to have themselves a time and just fool around, which I kind of enjoyed and I guess was a nice break from some of the seriousness sometimes. Even during the final route where like heavy shit's going down, here they are here in cow costumes looking to get, you know, milked. Also, she definitely had the best theme song of all the girls. I keep alluding to quote-unquote heavy serious stuff happening in the other routes, which may come as a shock to you given the content that I've shown you thus far. But minus the previous exceptions, this game is actually kind of normal and has an actually good story. Without getting into spoilers, the main theme of the plot is about reliving memories of the past, growing up and moving on to the future, and enjoying the time we have with the people we care about, and other cringy shit like that. There's some great twists and reveals along the way too. I also just like the summer island vibes, adventures with the fun characters. The music is really great also. The soundtrack is full of bangers I probably won't play so I don't get in trouble with the cops. So yeah, if any of that sounds cool to you, Summer Pockets is a solid experience I would absolutely recommend. On a scale of 2, I would give it a, I don't know, like 9 cow udders. Yeah,